Beauties and gents, welcome to my live. Grab your water. We're getting ready for bed. Hello, I'm Aquila Sky, and I'm so excited to do our nighttime routine. Welcome in. Make sure you give this live a thumbs up. We're going to be chit-chatting. I'm going to be showing you guys how I get ready. Somebody asked me for a bedtime routine, like a nighttime. Hello, everybody. Welcome. I'm glad y'all are here. Let's get ready for bed. I want to be showing y'all the stuff I've been doing before bed to keep my skin happy, to keep my skin supple and bright, even at night. We shine at night over here. First of all, how y'all feeling? How's everybody? How's everybody feeling? Y'all all right? All right, good. So we're starting off with the Medicube. I have everything linked below. So if you see something and you want it, you can get it right from below, okay? I tagged it for you. And just to make everything easier. So listen, guys. Tonight I was on TikTok. I'm starting off with the derma shot mode. That's the most intense, the derma shot, okay? What's up, Kayshawn? Good evening, everybody. So I'm going to put it on derma shot.
Level 2, Level 3. Microcurrent mode, derma shot mode, Level 1.
So I was on live. I ended up being on live tonight with Ashley Dalton. This is the wrong one. Air shot is what I'm looking to use. Now this feels like little needles going into your skin. You guys, this light, it acts like pins, like small little pins. Like, you know when you get like derma rolling or like what is it called? Micro needling. That's what this is. I couldn't think of it. So you could literally hear it zap the skin. It's gentle enough to not hurt your skin, but it does give your skin little micro injuries. None that you could see, but it helps to boost collagen. But more than that, it gives your skin the little micro injuries so that it could absorb the product better. So if you guys if you guys were curious as to what this does, that's what it does. I have it on level 4. There's 5 levels, but it's smart. It knows when it's not touching your skin and it stops lighting up, and it will turn off after a while. But anyway, so I was on live today on TikTok watching Ashley Dalton, and then she made some points. She was talking about first of all, who is Ashley Dalton? Ashley Dalton is a glow up I would call her a glow up guru. Like, she talks about all things about being feminine, about, you know, looking feminine, feeling better, and feeling good about yourself, living your best life. She's all about leveling up. And I really, really enjoyed her live tonight. She's somebody who I've been, like, following over the years, ever since she had short hair. But I learned tonight that she used to be a makeup artist, just like I used to be a makeup artist. So, well, I'm still a makeup artist, but I haven't done like makeup on people in a very long time. So that was cool. So anyway, she had mentioned somebody was like on her live and she was giving them advice because like she'll have the girls come up on her live and she'll analyze them. She'll be like, okay, stand up, and they'll say, okay, what do I need to work on? And she'll tell them, like, she's straight up, she's like, all right, go to the gym, do some more cardio. What's your diet like? Go to if they need therapy, she'll tell them go to therapy. Sometimes girls want relationship advice. Sometimes girls just want general like advice on how, you know, they look, or they'll tell her what they're not getting in life, and you know she'll advise them. Thank you. So it was pretty cool to hear her feedback. Anyway, she was telling a girl who was up there like how to improve her Instagram profile. And she told the girl to take more high end pictures, like a little bit more high end than like just an Instagram baddie, like an IG baddie, like elevated, more elevated than that. So it was nice to hear that. But then um I joined her live because she had made a point, and I was just like, oh my God, this is so true. Because people were saying, she was telling the girl to invest in her photography, because that's what's going to elevate her profile, her content, and get her seen by more like agencies and stuff. Because the girl was like looking like a model. She looked like a high end model. She had really rich dark skin and very beautiful big natural hair, and
3 minutes
you
passed.
know, very ethnic features. And she was just like, girl, it's given. And everybody agreed. And you know, but she was just saying like, you know, invest in yourself. So the whole chat was like, Ashley, pay for her photo shoot, pay for a photographer for her. Ashley said, I'm not gonna pay for anybody's photographer. She's gonna do it herself, and she's going to love the gratification that she gets from investing in herself, because there's nothing like investing in yourself. And that sold me right there. I was like, wow, this is so beautiful. So she was like, hey, how you doing? So I got up there and I was just like, first of all, I'm so proud of you. You know, if you were watching Ashley tonight, you might have seen me on her page today on live with her. And I'm just so proud of the girl. But
4 minutes
most
passed.
importantly, I really like the message, because I've had people, you know, ask me for handouts. I've had people ask me for things that they're not willing to do for themselves. And sometimes we gotta take a step back, like, hold on. And so I told Ashley tonight, I was like, I wholeheartedly agree that when you work for something and you invest in yourself, it's amazing. Okay, so I've been doing the air shot mode for 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Now let's go to the booster mode. That's where you add the jelly cream, or you could add the serum to get it to penetrate deeper. You put it on booster mode, and then that gives you the red light, and then it helps with like so much with your skin. I'm telling you, y'all, this Medicube thing, this it works. It works. It's real good for the skin. Like even if like for fine lines and stuff, like it's been so helpful. Anyhow, it was so nice to hear what she had to say, but also, you know, I was like, I agree, because you know, I've had all my life, I've had somebody invest in me. Multiple people, several people wanting to invest in me, do things for me, invest in my career, sponsor, fund, you know, do things like that. And I can say I've been fortunate to do that, because a lot of people feel like,
Booster mode. Level 1.
there was a girl who was on the live right before, and she was just like, how can I get a man to pay for blah, 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 blah? How can I get a man to pay for me
Booster mode.
to do
Level
this
2.
and pay for
Level
that
3.
and pay for this and pay for that? And Ashley made a good point, because Ashley was just like, you know, you kind of sound like you want a transactional kind of situation. And the girl, she was like, do you just want a bag or something? Do you? And the girl was just like, no, I don't want to be that girl. So she's like, you know, everything you're saying doesn't lead to a relationship. It's kind of leading more to like, you just want the man's money. And the whole chat was in agreement, and just observing it was wild. But I said all that to say that the way that the conversation in the live progressed, it had me in such agreement. Like, yeah, we love a provider. We love somebody who's gonna invest, because why not? That's amazing. Like, as someone who's been invested in,
1 minute
okay,
passed.
Yeah, that's amazing. But at the same time, do you want to be you just got to know what you want. That's all. You got to know what you want. Personally, my goal is always to be self-sufficient while still having the commodity of love, if that makes sense. I love love. Love it. I love all beautiful things. Who doesn't love love? I mean, some people honestly are not looking for love. They're like not looking for relationships. They'll tell you right off bat, like, oh, I don't want that. I ain't scared of love, okay? I'm not scared. Um, I love to be provided for. But I love reciprocation. That's a word, right? Reciprocation. Reciprocation. I know that's a word. I'm just playing. I'm trolling. I'm trolling. So Ashley was kind of confused because I could tell by her face that when I was like, "Oh my God, it's so good to have your own." Ashley was like, she was nervous. I could tell she was nervous because I was agreeing with her, but she probably didn't realize. So I had to tell her like, "Oh yeah, no, I definitely understand what it is to be provided for, but I don't know, once you get to a place where you're provided for, and then you have your own, it becomes like you're very grateful, but you're also very happy to have your own. You don't just, I mean, personally, my experience, like I never aspired to be the woman of my dreams just to not do anything with it. To me being just taken care of is not enough. Like I have to have my own movement going on. I have to use my skills and my talents. Those dreams that I get at night that say, I'm supposed to be doing big things. I have to see that through. I have to actually see that through. And I gotta do that. I gotta do that. The man I'm with, I gotta love. I gotta love you like you're my king. You know what I mean? So I don't know what that whole transactional life is about, but it's not for me. Like just simply being with somebody just for financial benefits, that's not for me. That's not for me. Um I like to cook too much. I like to, and don't get me wrong, I don't these days I don't really cook a lot. I don't. I'm a little bit busy than I have been in the recent years where I've just been able to just get up and, pop some turkey bacon in the frying pan, or like this feels so good, you
4
guys.
minutes past.
And it's no heat on it because I know seeing the red light, you probably think, is it hot? No, it's not hot. Yeah. So a lot of people were wondering, well, how do you get provided for? How do you get a man to provide for you? Um, I mean, do y'all really do y'all want me to tell y'all what I did, or do you, I don't know. I don't know. But it was never like, "Hey, can you provide for me?" It wasn't even like, "Hey, I know you got some money." I don't know. It was always a natural thing. It was always a natural thing. Any guy I was ever involved with always just wanted to make sure I was okay. And so, I mean, seriously, I'm all the time. And so it's a good feeling, don't get me wrong, but I was always taught to show up with something. Like my mother, she taught me, don't go off. What are you talking about? Oh, it powers off after the session is done, unless you stop it from powering off. Anyway, we're gonna turn it back on and go to a different mode, okay?
Booster mode. Level microcurrent.
All right, let's go to microcurrent and turn it up to level 5. Oh my God. So yeah, all right, so the way that I was raised growing up, and y'all might see the muscular, look, hold on. Y'all see that? It's strong. The microcurrents are really strong. Look. When you put it at a certain part of your face, it tightens the muscles for you. Look. Y'all see that? Every time I pass? Hold on. Not that time. but it just does it for you. So anyway, that's how this thing works. It's amazing. Anyway, so let me tell y'all how I grew up. A little bit more in depth about me. So I grew up like, if you go to someone's house, you never go empty-handed. If you are going out with a friend, right? And your friend is taking you, they're driving, you offer them gas. You know what I'm saying? What else? Like growing up, I never seen my mother walk into like, if a person had kids, like she always brought them snacks, if that makes sense. Like, oh, it was like this. Yeah, girl, I'll be there in a little bit. So I watch my mom get ready, and then we all get in the car. And then before we get to the person's house, my mom stops to get like stuff, like snacks or even something to drink, and then she bring it. So there is nothing, okay, zero in me. Like I have zero interest in coming around anybody without the intention on offering something, okay? And I'm just being real with y'all because I look at relationships the same way. And also I have my love language, okay? I'm a love language. Everybody has different love languages. You should look into it to see which ones yours are. Some people is words of affirmation. Some people is gifting. Some people, I forgot the other ones. Help me out. Chat. So hold on, y'all are, no, I don't want to go on level 1.
Shot mode.
Don't renege now. You was just saying that's what you want. Huh? What? Huh? Okay, let's go back. Your skin looks amazing. Mwah. Thank you. If you need somebody to provide for you, you're immature. Yeah, and some people do need someone to provide for them or want someone to provide for them. This is derma shot mode. And some people, listen, you got people at all different stages of their life that go into relationships. When I first started my relationship, I had the mindset of, yeah, I want to make something of myself, but I entered into a hypergamous relationship with a provider who is extremely eager, overly eager sometimes to like provide for me. Oh, I'm going to invest in you. Like just so excited. I said, okay. You know what I'm saying? Like you're grateful. But at the same time, at the very, very same time, I never felt comfortable just sitting back and not bringing anything into that equation or making sure that that person felt appreciated. Never was I interested in not doing anything and just squandering that, because to me that's an opportunity. Okay, is it not an opportunity? Think of a scholarship. Like if you're planning on going to college, you're planning on getting into a certain career, and then you just have it funded, so money, tuition's not an issue. You know, that's a leg up in life. So did I always plan on being grateful for that? Yeah. Did I always plan on making something of that? Absolutely. Who doesn't? And it's okay if I'm alone. Like I'm okay with being, alone in that way of thinking, but no, I don't understand. Sorry. So back to Ashley. So Ashley was just like, because I was just like, oh, it feels so good to be able to provide for yourself. Because, yeah. She was just like, no, but it's the opposite with a man. Like, I'm just like, no, you're absolutely right. In your way of saying that, like, let a man provide for you. Absolutely. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with a man providing for you. Come on now. Nothing wrong with it. But at the same time, I don't want to pretend. Like, I'm not going to pretend like I like somebody just to be provided for. Come on. I can't do it. I can't pretend I like you. I can't pretend I love you if I don't. That's a waste of my time, effort, energy, youth, and beauty. For me to sit here and act like I like you and I don't just because I want your money, baby, listen, because I got a brain, okay? No shade to nobody. You know, everybody comes from different backgrounds, but me personally, with my skills, talents, and attributes, there's no way. I wish I would. I want it all. I want the whole package. I want him to, you know, have it. I want him to be all the things I like: educated, smart, a great provider, well spoken. Hello. It's called standards. I don't know. Anyway.
3 minutes past.
I love when it tells me how much time has passed. It's so cool. So yeah, it was cool. And then I was like, no. Like this, I started. I got my start in hypergamy, and she was just like, yeah. Because for sure. And then she went on to saying how she doesn't understand how women actually deal with men, but still don't get their needs met. And it made me laugh because one of somebody that I knew in my very like my teens and my early adulthood, she had that same kind of mindset, but I think she was more extreme. She was like, you know, it was more transactional, but still at the end of it all, it's like you do for me, I do for you. But it's not tit for tat, if that makes sense. That's the difference between just a transaction and a relationship. It's not relationships are not tit for tat.
4 minutes past.
Transactional, that's something completely different. And yeah, it's other than my life. That's something totally different. But it was very, very, very interesting. And I had on my red lip. Do I have it in here? I think I already emptied out my bag. So yeah, I had on this lipstick, the Stila red lip in the color basil. And all the girls were doing was asking about my lipstick the whole time. They were like, yeah, the lipstick, what's that? So anyway, I guess that part of me that was raised to like never freeload and like never just just don't go nowhere empty-handed, okay? Not anywhere. Like, don't get me wrong. There's times when you can't make it to the store or whatever, but it's not always literal. But like, if you freaking can, it's like etiquette. I believe it's like etiquette and good manners to like show up with something, especially if the person has kids. And another reason why I know this is true, because aside from my mother and how I grew up, I have friends who are the same way. Like I have a friend who's from China.
Session complete.
And when I tell you, if she must have like these baskets of goodies in her house. Because if I as little as said, come down to my house and try this piece of cake when I used to live in an apartment. This is booster. Let's go to
Booster mode.
I'm gonna go back to booster because I didn't do it long enough. So anyway, if I as little as I'm going crazy with the jelly tonight. If I as little as said come to my house, or if she left something at my house, do you know she would come and bring something? Like it's like real. It's like it was crazy. Shout out to my Chinese friend. Such a sweetheart. She really, really came into my life and taught me even more how to be a better friend. I'm so serious. Like the little her love language is also gift giving. So she was extremely supportive, but also like how I grew up, like don't go over there empty handed. Like my mother would rather be late somewhere than to show up empty handed, y'all. So me seeing that, I always felt uncomfortable if, you know. Anyway, that's a not everybody is like that, and I understand not everyone was raised that way, but like it's a certain level of etiquette that I carry myself with because of my values and my principles. And I don't believe in using people, y'all. I just don't. I don't believe in using people. I think that's why it took me so long to get to the level that I'm at. And I'm not even like, that's not to say people who have faster success did something wrong. Because I don't think like that either. I think people, have different timelines. But I do believe that I do know for a fact that had I done certain things a certain way, like my life would have been different sooner. But I'm okay with that. I'm completely okay. with that. But anyway, I have no regrets. I just thought it was a very interesting discourse. So I'm excited to hear what y'all think about it. If you need some, okay, I seen that facts. Who's Dakota? Um, okay. Don't renege. Okay, I think I saw that comment. Now you know she don't cook talking about turkey bacon. You must be new here, but that's all right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Um, unless the man is making like $50 an hour, that's crazy. And even if he is, you work too. Yeah, y'all could be balling. That's what I'm saying. Like working at something will really help. Like even if you just turn your hobby into a paycheck, that will make such a difference. I average 4 times the minimum wage and still wouldn't provide for another adult. That was funny. He don't know what to do with all of that. Oh my god. Oh hey, it's the yoga girl. Makeup is trash. So let's checkmate. Put and have fun, huh? Auntie just yapping. Nice skin, thank you. Is she from Beijing, China? Yeah, she's from Beijing. Yeah. We're going crazy with the cake. Oh, hey. What am I doing to my face? It's a beauty treatment. It's for skin. It's for collagen boosting. It's to basically reverse your skin in time. It's real good. Anyway, you guys are crazy. Like y'all are so funny. Welcome to my life. I'm crazy too. I like to joke and laugh and be. You know what? I'm just a real silly girl. Always have been. But at this, ooh, this one is strong, y'all. But at the same time, like like I said, it was a good chat. But let's be for real. So there's some people who will not provide. They won't provide. They won't take care of another adult, like under no circumstances or whatever. I don't know what you're gonna do if you have children though, because, I mean, in some cases, a wife has to stay home from work or stop working entirely. So everybody is different, you know. Everybody is different. Personally, my husband said, okay, you got an option. You could stay home for 5 years or longer. Just let me know what you want to do. And I remember when my son was, by the time he was 8 months, I was so tired of being at home. I wanted to go work. It was just, I just like to make my own money. So I got a job at Macy's. And I'll never forget driving a Benz to Macy's and people asking me, which bus do you take? Like people, like when my shift ended, people were like, which bus do you take? And I was like, I don't take the bus. And they were looking at me like, what are you doing here? And I was just kind of like, listen, I was in a different place. Because, like, I don't know, after being pregnant for so long and then being home for like 8 freaking months, that's almost, that's a year and some change. That's a year and a quota, you know, and I was just ready to do my own thing. So I started, back freelancing, like doing makeup for like, like wedding parties and doing makeup and proms, doing hair, doing whatever I could do to be active and still be creative in my craft, writing music when I could, going to the studio when I could, even though that was more so like a little bit after. But it was just like a whole thing where I just couldn't stay home. Even though I had the option to, I wanted to work because I felt like I wasn't exercising my skills. And when I say skills, I'm not talking about earning money skills. I'm talking about just using the powers that I have, the innate skills and power, like socializing with people, putting smiles on people's faces, interacting and selling things and affirming to people that they made the right buying decision. Like, I was a sales associate at Macy's, making like 825 or something like that. And I had a very, very part-time schedule. But I gave myself 6 months. I was like, I'll do this for 6 months. On the exact day to the month, down to the day of the 6 months, is when I left that job. And that was my first and last ever. Oh, it wasn't my first retail job, but it was like my first time working at, I guess, a big department store. And what I learned from that position is, girl, you better do what you're meant to do, because even though it was a choice to work there, it still was, once you sign up and you commit to a job, it doesn't matter. It becomes mandatory, you know? You still have to go there and you still have to work, and I still had to work the floor and fold up the clothes and look at the clothes and feel the quality of the clothes, and ask myself, would I wear this, would I wear that, see the different brands and what they had, and just get myself more familiarized, because at that time I wasn't really into fashion, but I was curious and open-minded. So that was a very interesting experience. I remember they tried to get me to work on my son's first birthday, and I was like, no. And they kind of weren't trying to hear it, you know, and that kind of instilled in me that I want to work for myself, and I didn't understand how people navigated life with so many restrictions of other companies and stuff. I just was turned off by it. But I believe shortly after that, I started working in a residential care facility, and that was a very, very humbling position, because I had to care for people with physical, mental, and intellectual disabilities. And it was one of the funnest yet most trying and challenging jobs, because I had a manager who was very, very, very malignant. She's really malignant. Like, if I said, hey, how you doing today? I like your shirt, she would be sure to do something rude, something just evil, you know? She was like, so freaking miserable. And I realized that, hey, I better get out of this soon. I think I gave myself a year for that one too. I gave myself 1 year, not 6 months. I gave it a year. Um and that was crazy. That showed me, like, that showed me, oh yeah, you don't got a choice. You gotta work for yourself, because I was treated. Okay, let me wipe this off. Wait, yes, this is for my face. Yeah. Um where's my gua sha stone? Oh, here it is. All right, I got my gua sha right here. This is not really necessary after you do this, but it's nice to gua sha. I mean, seriously. It helps to relax the muscles in your face. It helps give it contour. It helps reduce puffiness. It's all the good things. So, yeah, that was very, very interesting. That was a very interesting experience. And the whole time I'm still performing. I'm still doing contests and competitions. I have 3 serums. I have a niacinamide by Anua. Anua is a Korean skincare brand. Then I have my Beauty by Joseon serum, which is almost empty, but I have another jar of it because I use it a lot and I love it. And then I have my expensive serum, which is the Clarins Double Serum. And I also have, I thought I brought the Medicube one over here, but apparently I didn't, but it's cool. So yeah, that was interesting because I worked in that field. That field is dominated by a lot of women, and the demographic of my coworkers at that location, they were very much older than me. They were like in their mid to late 30s, and they were some real interesting people. They did things like talk about me behind my back and spread rumors. Hmm. They did a lot of questionable things and they smiled in my face, but they would talk about me behind my back. And it was odd because I didn't think there was any issues between us. I was extremely pleasant towards them. Um, it was cool, but it just turned out like one of the girls, I remember her like bumping me when we walked past each other in the hallway, and then she was like, "Oh, I didn't know." She like just played like she didn't know, and it was like, okay, all right, I get it. Y'all don't like me. Y'all don't want me here. But that also taught me to like be in an environment where I'm safe, I'm appreciated, I'm protected, and people can't just do whatever they want to do and say whatever they want to. Like, it was weird. I mean, really, really odd culture. um, but I moved on because I only vowed to stay there for like a very short period of time. I think I got that job because I wanted to save up and get a car. And mind you, I already had a car. I had a whole car to drive that my man gave me, a foreign luxury car that my man gave me. But I just wanted to, you know, see how it felt to buy my own car. Like, I don't know. That's the type of person that I am. I wanted to be able to do certain things in my home, you know? Um, I don't know. That's just whatever. Anyway, so it was interesting. It was interesting. You should send yeah, it was my first, I think that was like after I became a mom, my first job was at Macy's. I worked at Macy's. And I used to do like little 4-hour shifts. I don't remember ever getting an 8-hour shift. They really did respect when you say you can only work a certain amount of hours, they were pretty respectful about it. But I had to wake up every day and go on this app and like say, yeah, I'm gonna work this shift. It was a little bit weird, the timing of it, but hey, it was worth it. I learned a lot. Um I learned a lot about people. I learned a lot. So I think jobs help you to like, learn more about people and learn more about yourself. If you have a job you dislike, then it tells you, hey, that this thing is not for you, and you can better narrow down your decisions and do what you do like and enjoy. Bless face greetings, girl. Good night. Thank you so much. Bless you too. I'm glad to see y'all all here. Okay, it's time for me to put on my mask because we got to do the mask. But nonetheless, the live was fun. It was really funny. Like, it was some really funny interactions on there, and to see like, where the other ladies are in life and what they want, and it's so different. It's just so different. I don't know, when I was growing up, all the girls wanted to be in a relationship. All the girls wanted to be in a relationship. It was just the norm, I guess. These are my 24 karat gold puffy eyes, dark circles. I use them because it feels good and it feels like I'm treating myself. Yeah. If you're ever bored at night and you got nothing to do except for scroll on your phone, do some skincare. Do some self-care. I promise you, you'll feel like a queen or a king, and you'll wake up feeling like a king or queen. So yeah, I mean, where are my people who like feel like, you know, in a relationship, you just kind of want to get, what you got to get. And where are my people who are like in relationships, they feel like, they should reciprocate and be reciprocated for. I mean, everybody's different. We all come from different backgrounds, but So this is usually how I use it, but when you first put it on, they start to slide a little bit. These are also linked below. I don't know if y'all can see it. Can y'all see what's linked below? Let's see. Let me try to pin something. I don't know if I've successfully done this before. Okay, so like for instance, like if I pin these, can y'all see it? These are the under eye masks. They help to reduce puffiness underneath your eyes so that your eyes, and dark circles too. If you have dark circles, this is for you. Okay? You just, as they're drying, just make sure you keep pushing them up because they will slide until they don't. They slide until they don't. And I feel like I could feel the serum on my skin since I've done the Medicube. It's like penetrating more. If you haven't tried Medicube, I left a couple options below. This one is like, this device is like 300-ish. But I linked the one below that, the new one, I think it's more of like a mini. Like this one that I linked below, it's $130. And then I linked another. Did I link another? Yes. $190. Oh, so this is $190 now. The Medicube HR Booster Pro. This is like the Pro version because they have a mini. And then they have a Pro which has all the settings and does everything. So take advantage. Like when I first got this, it's like $300. So that's good. So yeah. That's what it is. That's what it is. So and then when I was on the live, like some people were like, "Oh my God, I got my app training machine from Aquila," and I was just like, "Oh shoot." Some of Ashley's people are my people. That's what's up. So if you need to tighten your midsection, ladies and gentlemen, beauties and gents, the app trainer machine that you guys see in my videos on TikTok and that you see on my shorts, that machine is so effective. It is so good for toning your abdominal wall. Like I had a whole baby, and 11 years later, I still had weak stomach muscles. And that has helped to improve my stomach muscles so much. And the machine is adjustable and it lays flat. So you can store it and just, you can put it under your bed or you can put it up alongside your wall or whatever and store it so easily. It's beautiful. It's a dream. It's a dream. I seen results in the first week, but I started sharing my results within 2 weeks, It's one of those. So it works. A lot of people are getting it. A lot of people are loving it. But please be careful because they have been stealing my videos and using them to sell, just to scam people. So y'all be careful. Be careful. A lot of people got scammed because they're stealing videos. And it's so sad. It's so unfortunate. But people do really, really odd stuff for money. So y'all gotta be sure. Don't believe anyone that says that you could get it for $29.99 or something like that. Like, it's not that much money. It's really not that much. And there's flash sales and discounts that go on all the time. If you want it at a good price, get it from TikTok. Ooh, Get it from TikTok shop. Don't trust these people who say you could get it for cheaper on Facebook, because that's where a lot of people got scammed. 2 people got scammed and went back and was complaining that one got scammed for $750. The other one got scammed for $1,200. So please, unless it has my name and it says Aquila Sky Official, do not get scammed, y'all, trying to save money when the thing is already affordable and there's flash deals. And if you're new to TikTok shop, you're going to get shopper discounts, new shopper discounts. And they just have discounts and sales all the time. Also, tomorrow I'm going to be going live on my new treadmill / walking pad. I'm so freaking excited. I'm so excited to finally be able to use a treadmill and to share it with y'all. My treadmill is beautiful. So I'm gonna be sharing that with you guys as well. So make sure y'all join me tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for a workout sesh. We're gonna be having a workout sesh. So let's scrub the lips. So this is a turmeric lip scrub. It comes with a brush, little brushy brush. I didn't link it in here, but it's linked in my TikTok shop showcase, okay? Also, a little update I had to share with y'all. I will be offering my mentoring services, because if you guys don't know, I have been a TikTok shop affiliate ever since like early last year or something like that. Yeah. And I'm what you call a star creator. I'm a top seller on TikTok shop. I've been flown out to LA by TikTok themselves to their headquarters because I'm a top seller on TikTok shop. And so they're doing this this thing where we can mentor others and teach them. And in order to qualify for the program, you have to have made a certain amount of sales. And so I am someone who is willing to teach and, guide you through the steps of how to get to this money on TikTok shop, because it's a really, really real thing. Okay. Ooh, where do I even start? I started TikTok shop last year, and it just started to boom for me. My videos started going viral, and that's been a thing ever since. And it changed my life, like drastically changed my life. I've been able to do things in my life that I've never, been able to do for myself. Let me say that, for myself. And it feels really good. So I want to be able to teach others, how to exercise your gifts and refine your skills and make a hell of a lot of money doing it, okay? So if that's something you're interested in, find a way to message me. I do have the best way to message me about anything related to business is through TikTok now, because I turned I still have my Instagram DMs off. And yeah, I'm gonna turn them back on, but for now they're off. I was just getting too many unwanted messages, okay? Stuff I ain't asked to see. So we turned them off. I was just, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, they're gonna be back. I don't know when I'm gonna turn them back on, but I'm probably gonna turn them back on soon. But if you're interested, I'm gonna leave this video up so you can come back and repost. You can come back and watch the replay. I mean, this scrub is, oh my god, it's so good. So it comes with this little brush, and you take it and you scrub the lips and around the lips. You just scrub it welcome in, everybody. Make sure you're subscribed, okay? Give this live a big thumbs up. And so once you scrub, you let that sit for like 2 to 3 minutes, okay? You let that sit. I need to get a new jar of this. This stuff is so good. It keeps the lips nice and bright and juicy. I used to have really, really dark lips. It seems like when I moved to Florida, my lips had gotten really dark. And I wasn't doing anything differently. It could have been the sun. I don't know. But I started using this and this lip scrub in tandem. And my lips started to brighten up and got really bright. So I swear by this. And I will never gatekeep because the lips are something that you just don't want your lips to be discolored. You know, you don't want any part of your body to be discolored. I work very hard to keep my skin clear. I work very hard to keep my skin healthy and exfoliated and smooth and lubricated. So anytime people ask me for like skincare tips or advice, I'm very transparent about it. And I have all of the goodies on my TikTok shop and in my Amazon storefront. But more of them happen to be on my TikTok shop because some items are just exclusive to TikTok shop. Even the big brands that I work with. Speaking of big brands, Tarte they just sent me something today. They overnighted a package, another package, you guys, to my house. They are so freaking sweet. I love that company. I swear I love them. They're so good. They're good and they're good. You know what I mean? So anyway, um, so you leave that on. Just like that. Like I said, 2 to 3 minutes. It's been a little over 2 minutes now, so we take it off. Don't use a white rag or a white washcloth. Make sure you use something, unless it's disposable like this one. But it's gonna stain if you do. So just beware. And you rinse it, you wipe it, you know how it goes. Get it all off. It is a sugar scrub, so it tastes sweet. But I don't recommend you going eating it, okay? And so, once you get it off, you can either go straight to a lip mask. I use Lanage's lip mask. Let me see if this thing is working. I'm not gonna mess with it. But I love Lanage's lip mask. It's for overnight, I think. Yeah, it's a sleeping lip mask. I use the smallest amount because this stuff goes a long way. And what I'm gonna do is put my little, I have these Elizabeth Arden ceramide capsules. They have retinol in them. When I tell you, they're amazing at like plumping the skin. I also have the Kahi Bounce. What is it called? Wrinkle Bounce. It keeps your skin nice and plump. It plumps it up. So you can like, I smile a lot. I smile and I laugh all day long. So I want to make sure my skin stays smooth and plump over here. And just kind of smooth it out. And If you want to be extra, you could use this instead, or you could use this with it. But if you want to be extra, use both of them. Why not? And just, all you need is a little bit. They give you a whole like capsule, but I don't use the whole capsule. I just, because it's a lot in that little capsule. So I just put it there and I let it sit overnight. And I don't use this every single day of the month, but I have times when I use this for weeks. I have times when I just use this a night or two. It is the Lip Fidance lip mask, or lip treatment. You put it on the lips, it brightens the lips, okay? So it is an effective lip brightener, but you need to exfoliate when you use this, if you really want to see good results. When I first got it, I did not think it was working. I went through a whole tube and I seen a little difference. And then I seen a little difference. I would say I seen a 4 out of 10 difference. Okay, 10 being wow, this really works, and 1 being this doesn't work. It was 4 out of 10. And so I was like, okay, it works. I'm not gonna give up on it. I finished the tube. And then I got sent this sample right here. Hi. I got sent this sample right here of the turmeric lip scrub, and it comes with a brush. And then my lips really brightened up, and I realized, oh, well, you have to exfoliate while you use this. And then that's when I started seeing 11 out of 10 results. So if you use this and you don't exfoliate, don't expect to see the best results. Just know that, you know, you're going to get what you get, because it works in tandem with exfoliation. But in terms of exfoliation, this is the best lip exfoliate I've ever tried. And that's on my TikTok shop too. Link is below. Okay. So I put that on. And once it dries, then that's when I put my lip sleeping mask on. Thank you. You have a good night too. It's a good skin product for men. You need one for sensitive skin. Well, for sensitive skin, you should be using something gentle for your skin. If your skin is acne prone, I highly, and I can't say it enough, use the kojic acid turmeric. And when you hear acid, don't think, oh, that's chemicals. No. Kojic acid is natural. It occurs in mushrooms. They grow in the earth. Okay. They just happen to have these properties that gently lift the skin's hyperpigmentation. It helps with exfoliation, but it's not drying, and it also helps the skin. When you exfoliate, you're able to get more moisture, and it helps a ton with breakouts, like a ton. Okay, so whether you are actively having a breakout or you just want to prevent them, that is great. If you want something, but you can smell it because they put lemon or sometimes vanilla or something like natural, like other fragrances. So if you want something that does not have any fragrance, you could also go with Aussie Nax. Aussie Nax is good at, it's an oil cleanser, so it removes, it's all natural. A simple Castile soap, like the Dr. Bronner's Castile soap, amazing. It's so gentle. And then I can't forget the Neutrogena Gentle and Clear. It's just straight to the point. A really good cleanser. No fragrance, no oil. Okay. And then if you have sensitive skin, of course, you need to be wearing sunscreen. Whether you're melanated or not, you should wear sunscreen, because the sunscreen helps a lot with balancing and evening the skin tone. And it protects your skin from the harmful things. And a lot of times we think that our skin is just breaking out or just ultra dry. Nowadays, there's really good sunscreens and they come with moisture. So Beauty by Joseon has great sunscreen, okay? That's what you need. That's right. So this is my nighttime routine. You leave this on for like, 15, 20 minutes. Again, keep going up. Make sure that it's up. Nice and lifted. And this is still drying down. Look at those lips. Look at that, you guys. That's just dedication and consistency. Woo! That's what it is. So let these dry down. Also, if you have hyperpigmentation anywhere on your face or body, the Ordinary's glycolic acid is the answer. That along with the turmeric kojic acid soap. Okay? That's very helpful in brightening the skin and dark marks and all that good stuff. So this is drying down. Just let that dry down. Hey, honey. Let it dry down. And then I'm going to hit my lips with a little bit of this Laneige lip mask. I'm going to take ever so little, like all you need is a little bit. Put that on. And it's super hydrating. Locks the moisture in. You could go to bed like this. Or you can take these off. Like that. Nice, beautiful glass skin. Ooh. Right. Nice, beautiful glass skin. So nice. And that's thanks to my routine, thanks to Medicube, thanks to my products. Nice glow at night. And then when I get up in the morning, I cleanse. Hi, welcome Texas. I cleanse. My skin already feels so soft and supple. Look at that. Look at that. I do use pimple patches occasionally. Like if I get a stubborn pimple that's just not going away in 1 day or 2 days, I'm like, pimple patch. But that's rare that I use pimple patches, I just normally cleanse the skin. But every now and again, if I accidentally eat an egg or something weird, because I'm allergic to eggs. But it's not in a like morbid way. It's just in more of a like, it breaks my skin out. And I think that has always been a thing, but I just didn't realize it. I just thought, oh, I just get acne. No, you don't just get acne. Something causes it. And for me, it was eggs. I stopped eating eggs. My skin started clearing up more. I stopped eating eggs and I got less breakouts. When I started wearing sunscreen, my skin started healing faster. It started to have a better relationship with the sun. And also not avoiding the sun, because I used to avoid the sun a little bit because I thought that it was like the sun does, like I burn easily in the sun. Okay, so let's just be fair. But I thought that the sun was harming my skin, so I would avoid it. And I learned that you should get some sun. you just have to protect your skin. You just have to protect it. And the best thing to protect your skin with is a quality Korean sunscreen. So now I wear sunscreen. I use the Face Shop or Beauty by Joseon. I use Beauty by Joseon whenever I don't wear makeup, because when I use that and I wear makeup, my makeup doesn't last as long. So I think it's perfect on just skin. But when I'm wearing makeup, I use the Sun Shop. I mean, the Face Shop. I said the Sun Shop. The Face Shop sunscreen. And it's been beautiful. Most of my skincare is Korean beauty products. So let's go through everything because most of it literally is from Korea. I don't think these patches I just used are. Yeah. But this Medicube device, this is Korean. The serum, the Medicube, not serum, but the collagen jelly cream is Korean. My serums are Korean, except for this one, the Clarins double serum. This is from France. But this stuff is expensive, okay? But I did leave a couple options. The light one, this one is the full potency. They do have a light one as well. Hi, Jumana, welcome. This, where is this from? UK. Elizabeth Arden is from the UK. So this is made in Italy, actually. So this is Italian skincare. Okay. Laneige, it's probably French. Masque de Nuit. I don't know how to speak French. Forgive me. But, oh, I'm wrong. It says made in Korea. So this is also a K-beauty product. This is definitely a K-beauty product. This little plumper stick, K-beauty. If you have, on your eyes, you can put it. If you have crow's feet, you can use that there too. And then I have The Ordinary. I'm putting my patches back on because they feel so good. They feel good. They feel cool. I like your skin. You look so pretty. I hope my skin like your skin. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you. Everything that I used on my skin tonight is linked below. So I think you can just click and see it. All of this stuff is really effective, and I've been testing it and using it over time, and I really, really do like the results. Has my skin always been this clear and healthy? Absolutely not. It took effort. It took work. It took omitting things. It took trial and error. It took trying things. But thankfully, I've been open and receiving, different products that I can test for you guys. And I don't recommend things that I don't use. I don't recommend things that don't work for me. Also, I didn't tell y'all about this, but Anua is a Korean skincare brand, right? They also made this. They sent me a PR package, like a box, with 4 different serums, and it came with this gua sha stone. So you put your serum on and then you gua sha, okay? And that really does help it to penetrate deeper, but also helps to tighten, lift, and just contour the face, okay? I have like 2-3 bottles of this stuff. Is so good. I use it everywhere on my body. And the glycolic acid, I learned about this on TikTok. And they were right. They were so right about it. This helps with dark spots. It helps with dark marks. But also you gotta exfoliate too. Because if you just use this, you'll see some difference, but you also need to exfoliate. Exfoliation has been in my life, regardless of whether or not I have my skincare, optimized. Exfoliation has been a really, really good friend to me. So I use exfoliation a lot. And I exfoliate with either scrubs that I make myself, or I use Tree Hut. or like I said, like my lip mask, but Tree Hut, Tree Hut. It's simple, it's to the point, it smells good, it works well, and it's effective. So Aquila Sky. No tattoos. I don't have tattoos, but I don't have nothing against tattoos. Yeah, glycolic acid is literal magic, right? It's so good. It's so good. Especially the ordinaries, cuz I've tried other glycolic acids just because they were more accessible. Like I would go into like Marshalls or TJ Maxx and be like, "Oh, this has glycolic acid is in it." So I would grab one of the serums from off the shelf and not see a difference. So it doesn't matter what brand you use. The ordinary, as simple as they are, as I don't know, minimalist as the packaging is, it works. So I use their glycolic acid. Okay, I use that. Um yeah, but I don't have nothing against tattoos. I actually admire them. I think y'all look so good with y'all tattoos, but I don't have any and I don't want any tattoos. And if I were to get a tattoo, it would be something really minimal. But what did Kim Kardashian say? She said you don't put bumper stickers on a Porsche. I always laugh, but I always thought that was a snarky comeback. She always has these snarky comebacks. Like you don't put bumper stickers on a Porsche. So I feel like, no tattoos for me. But I love to see them, and I admire people who do get tattoos. I think it's so pretty. Just won't see none on me, okay? And if y'all do, it'll be like the Jaguar ink or henna or a temporary tattoo that I'm wearing for some occasion, which I rarely ever do. But I do have some Jaguar ink in the cut. And one time I did like a little mehendi henna design on my mandala design on my hand. It was so pretty. It was so pretty. And I got a lot of compliments and a lot of attention too, which was funny. But I haven't done it since because I'm like, oh, this thing really lasts. It really, really lasts. I got it off TikTok shop. It's right in my showcase. If you type it in Jaguar ink tattoos, it'll come up. So, yeah. If you're like me and you're afraid to commit to ink and you want something that's, a little fun but temporary but looks real and it lasts, that's what you need to do. So yes, guys. I think we kind of went over everything for my nighttime skincare routine. This is mostly what I've been doing. And some nights are really simple. Some nights I just cleanse my skin, put on my serum, and go to bed. Sometimes that's just what I do. I don't, but this is me. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel like I'm giving something back to myself. One thing about me is I'm gonna always get down to it with the self-care. It's how I show myself love and appreciation. And I have some exciting things coming for y'all too, because I've been testing out the benefits of some other holistic treatments, things that have no medicine involved but are still give you medicinal effects. And you guys, I am almost ready to share it with y'all. So give me a little bit of time and just stay tuned for updates. Cause you good nighty, baby. Good night, Betty. Good night, love. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself here. I definitely enjoyed you guys hanging out. I am going to bed. So I like cheeseburger? Yes, why not? Cheeseburgers are dumb delicious. Especially when they're like medium. That's right. Whenever I eat cheeseburgers though, which I tend to not eat those, but if I do eat a cheeseburger, I'll like either take the bun off or just eat half the bun and just eat it. And then I'm like, ooh, that was so good. Where's the fries? Where's the fries at? Anyway, y'all have a wonderful, peaceful night. Get some rest, okay? Make sure y'all are subscribed if you enjoyed this and you hung out with me tonight. I look forward to seeing y'all again, all right? Peace.